Hello everybody, welcome to the video. Welcome to the Friday night special. Got a very special video for you guys today. We're going to be covering Fallout, The Frontier, the mod for Fallout New Vegas. I recently did a Cyberpunk 2077 mod video, so I now have a Nexus account, my least favorite modding site, and the Vortex mod manager. I saw that Fallout The Frontier is now available again after the controversy with the original release. Something to note about this mod is this is not a standalone mod. You actually need 5 separate mod files to make the main mod file work. Using the Nexus slow download speed option, obviously because Nexus Mods is a terrible website and these developers decided not to make this mod a standalone mod like the best mods are. But I found the master build mod available through Vortex with a patch, also through Vortex. Slow download speeds, because Nexus Mods is an evil capitalist website keeping the far left revolution down. I'm joking, obviously, but yes, slow download speeds. I got the master files and decided to check this game out because why not? The Fallout series is a series of games. I got Fallout 3 and New Vegas when they released initially on Xbox over a decade ago, and I have not played them since. You could not launch Fallout 3 with the Steam version for almost a decade because Bethesda sucks. I tried to play Fallout 4, but I fell asleep through the over an hour and a half intro cutscene. So basically, I never went back. And, I'm not the most passionate person over Fallout. I'm not like a Fallout community person. I don't really care too much about the Fallout series. I wouldn't necessarily call myself a part of the Stalker community either, but I almost exclusively play modded Stalker and cover Stalker mods on my channel. Stalker: Shadow of Chernobyl came out before Fallout 3 and is a better game and a better series as a whole. Sorry Fallout people, it's just the truth. I think Todd Howard saw Stalker and wanted to take the idea to his game and create a substanceless cash grab game series. I'm talking about Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, obviously. I actually do like Fallout 3 and Fallout Vegas. They are okay. I think they're good games. It's the Americanized version of an apocalypse shooter. So why am I coming back to the series? Why am I playing modded Fallout for the first time ever? Picking up a series I haven't touched in over a decade. I can't even remember Fallout 3 or New Vegas' main story anymore. Fallout Frontier, a new campaign in Portland, Oregon, the most ambitious Fallout mod to ever exist. This game is a passion project, possibly too passionate. I remember when this game was first being talked about, all the big Fallout YouTubers and fans were talking about it. Big names were voice acting in it. This mod was huge. So, this mod released on January 15th, 2021, and people's minds were blown. This mod is not liked very much. You could say most people hate this mod. The general consensus is the gameplay is not a true Fallout RPG experience. The gameplay is that of a linear, brain-dead FPS game. And there's blatant sexual fetishism everywhere as far as the eye can see. And the mod was taken down. We are going to be talking about this. You can't really talk about this mod without talking about the controversy. There was a developer on the team known as Zoo, better known as Zoo the Skunk. I really wonder what Zoo stands for. This guy was a furry zoosexual. That's the furry group that likes to have sex with animals. He was posting drawn anthropomorphic animal CP on their personal account. He also added a lot of creepy stuff in the game. I believe there is like a robot that has a child skunk's face on it, and general inappropriate sex stuff was in the game. It got the mod taken down, and he was terminated from the development team. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. This doesn't really cover all the other crap that was put into this game. There's too much to list, honestly. One of the main characters that is the most criticized is a girl named America. She is the, my feet will put rotting fish to shame girl. I'll BRB, I have to go to the bathroom really quick. The biggest thing that was critiqued and cut was the dialogue where you could turn her into a BDSM sex slave. There is sadism, there is allegedly. Listen, my nofap thrown out the window. I'm gonna have to go to church this Sunday because this stuff in this game is against my religion. So this controversy happens. The developers go full Reddit Discord mod mode and start spurging out and attacking everyone who criticizes them. They attacked YouTubers. I believe the biggest one was TK Mantis. They tried to deflect their blatant sexual fetishism on the Fallout fandom, going as far to kink shame people and criticizing their kinky fetish mod. They used the argument of, we are not encouraging murder because you murder people in the game, so objectively we are not projecting sexual fetishism and pedophilia on our audience. They call the entire Fallout fandom a meme and don't take responsibility for their actions. This mod was actually going to get Steam support. You were not going to have to do the mod installation. You could have just gotten it for free on Steam. Obviously, that was canceled. It got pulled from Steam and also pulled from Nexus Mods. Obviously, most people on YouTube that play and review this game give it a negative review. A lot of negative things are said about this mod by the Fallout community and YouTubers as a whole, and this is where I come in. I'm totally non-biased. I don't even really care about the Fallout games. This is my first time ever actually installing Fallout New Vegas. I got an achievement testing to see if the mod worked. I don't really get offended by much of anything. I don't take things personally. I'm basically here for the controversy. I cover some controversial stuff on my channel, controversial games and the like, and we are going to be seeing if this game is actually worth playing and how controversial it really is. Who knows? This game could be a diamond in the rough, plagued by controversy. Or it just really is a dumpster fire. Basically, guys, what I'm trying to say here is, on the Cobweb Salad channel, we are trying to come with an open mind on these kind of subjects. We are opening the discussion. As long as nobody is making their girlfriend cry, I view everything as okay. Just do not be mean to girls. Sorry, had to do it. But anyways, when you start the game, you start with the base Fallout New Vegas game, all the usual stuff. You create a character, you pick your skills, and you prepare yourself to find the NCR camp. By NCR camp, I mean the place you have to go to start the mod. Okay, so I have to cut here. The mod's master files still don't contain everything that you need to play the mod. I was trying to find this place and make the dialogue with the dude that tells you where to go trigger, but because the master files do not contain everything, it was not working. So exit out of the game, delete everything on Nexus and Vortex, re-download everything, reload everything. Now that the mod is set up properly, I can move straight to the mod. The mod gives you the option to fast start, reach the level you need to be, and then you wait and the recruiter comes. You can choose to be Legion or play the other factions. I may do 2 playthroughs so we can see the Legion stuff and then all the other stuff. So you pull up to the new camp and talk to the general. You talk to Lieutenant Gray. By embarking on this mission that the mod is going to have you do, you are promised a whopping 2K caps for the entire thing. It seems a little light to me, but whatever. You pick your weapon class, then get onto the transport truck. There are 2 modes. I picked the mercenary mode so that way I could keep all the items I already had. You talk to one of the guys on the truck, and then he tells you the story of what's going on in the mod, and it puts you into this crazy war cutscene. You get some of that sweet, sweet backstory exposition before you're triggered into a scripted war fight. You are with the NCR, so you are fighting the Brotherhood of Steel. They are viewed as a terrorist group. Once the battle is over, you have to execute all the fallen soldiers. So, I kill the wounded soldiers, as my commander tells me. I dig the slow-mo effect that happens while you're murdering somebody that's already on the ground dying. So you go into some more cutscenes explaining like the exposition and backstory of the commander you just met. Listen, I spaced out a little bit during this, okay? I don't know what happened, alright? Don't ask. The military people talk about Legion. They are the other enemy faction in this game. You get more backstory on your edgy commander that told you to kill those wounded people. The commander quits the NCR from the Mojave and says why he decides to move on to Portland. Honestly, I kind of enjoyed the intro. It was pretty good. You pull into the snowy military base. My guy is reporting for duty. I chose the sniper rifle, the ramshackle rifle. The quest makes you go into the hangar where you meet people. This is like the training area for the game, and for some reason they do not believe that you're the courier. So we do target training. I'm about to do a 360 no-scope on this training course. Okay, I actually failed, alright? That course was lame. I don't really know what to do about all the explosive stuff, but the shooting was fun, and it was neat to see all the new guns that were added. So, this mod is pretty linear. I start the first mission. I'm ready to see Portland, Oregon. I'm excited. Me and my platoon decide to walk in a single file line, and then I immediately get harassed by a woman. I meet Esther. Esther. I don't know how to say Esther. Esther takes me out for a drink at the local bar, and Esther is with the Crusaders. We are going to be joining the Crusaders, I guess, because when I walked off of Esther, I abandoned my duty, so NCR no longer likes me. The Crusaders are the Brotherhood of Steel, basically, and they are Mormon. The general wants me to find some classic Mormon texts from the Portland Library for me to join the Crusaders. So I take off. Portland looks pretty good in this game. I think they actually did a pretty good job with the world. This dude gets his head blown off, sucks to suck. I veer off the path to check a side area. I find a building, but I don't have the key. Portland still looks really good though. I'm digging the Portland city as a whole. I start fighting some Legion guys and the game starts stuttering a lot. I make it to the library after fighting a bunch of enemies. I meet some weird guy that gives me a quest to find his girlfriend that left him. Also, I want to add here, the city looks really good, and you know there are markers on where you're supposed to go, but there are a lot of like alleys and stuff that are full of rubble and are hard to traverse, and there are a lot of times where I was getting like stuck and lost in all the rubble trying to figure out where to go. I give the warden the Mormon book. This guy leads me to the round table. I had to help push this guy a little bit to get there. The people at this table look really funny. This lady knights me. She was one of the people from the battle in the intro cutscene. Whoa! Alright, I guess this is happening. This is the foot fetish slave lady. I did not know I was going to find her this quick. She has these like really poofy lips and always has this like really bizarre look on her face.
One little mess up and, well, yeah. I can't talk about this anymore. I'll see you around the tower. I found this doll in a trash bin. She's perfectly okay. She was just lying there, wanting someone to find her and love her.
Name is America. She cries about stuff. It's suspicious sexual crying, and I'm not falling for it.
Yeah.
America has abandonment issues. The story is really heartwarming. Also, I forgot to add this. There is this like blues guitar music playing in the background that is so loud I can't hear any of the dialogue. So, America is now my quote-unquote companion.
Welcome to the tower stairs. As long as you're a crusader, you'll never have to worry about lifting again.
Uh-huh. I went back to the library to tell this dude that his girlfriend does not want him anymore. Portland is looking pretty. I have to say, it looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I will say it is really hard to plot a course though because of all the roadblocks. I fight through some scav camps and make it to another scav camp and have to make ink to create a blueprint.
Huh? Well, this is a print shop. Maybe there is something here to make ink with. Let's look around.
Holy shit.
It's like in this junkyard place where there's all these different stores and you have to like get a recipe to create the ink so you can get the blueprint. Really exhilarating stuff. And also it took me forever to figure out where to put the ink into the machine to make the blueprint. I go to this tower to fight the guy that blew that dude's head off earlier. There's a lot of combat and some weird platforming stuff. I try to hack a terminal and I fail, then the game crashed. So, moving along, we head back to the Robo Crusader Tower to turn in the blueprint. The tower gets attacked by Legion enemies, and for some reason, every time I shot these guys, the game would crash. I made the decision to let the allies kill the enemy so that way my game wouldn't crash so I could progress. The NCR is now totally against me because I gave the blueprint to the Crusaders. Molly gives me some more of that sweet background exposition I need a lot of. I have to get parts for a thing. So we have 3 points marked on the map. They're all pretty far away. The first place I end up going to is the Buckman Stadium. There is a base in the center of the Buckman Stadium. It looks pretty cool. It still is very hard to figure out where you're supposed to be going though. There's a lot of apocalyptic rubble in the way and it's hard to plot a course to traverse. So I get to this house, I get the cell, I kill a guy, and I progress further north. I run into some of the new mutants. There's like these weird buffalo things and some tarantulas. The further north you go, the more snowy it gets, and it's really cool. You can see the Portland skyline from this far out of the city. I get to this crazy lake place and find the other item. So in this game, there are vehicles. I'm going to take this vehicle back to the next location. This is the buggy, and it's running pretty good. The driving is pretty good. Okay, the buggy is out of gas now, so I guess we're walking. On the bright side, I guess, the map is really big and snowy, which is kind of cool. The last place is near the NCR base, and they are now violent towards me. I fight some enemies, I get the stuff. America talks to me about diarrhea.
Let me tell you my worst nightmare. Diarrhea and power armor.
Something else to add. The Enclave is now like a neo-Nazi white supremacist group that wants to build a space laser to commit genocide. That's real classy. Because of this, the modders made it so you could not join the Enclave. I don't think you could ever join the Enclave in any Fallout game though. We meet at the round table. I still can't hear over this music. We are going to take down the space station. So now Molly is a part of the group. We head to the silo. You get to warp to the silo. There's this guy that is supposed to be leading me to the silo. I tried to push him. He doesn't do anything. So I guess we are walking there ourselves to an unknown location. So I swim in a place I'm not supposed to swim. I walk around misguided for far too long. I kill some mutants. They should have made it like more clear on where I'm supposed to be going. I'm like Han Solo freezing out here. I need to go inside something for some warmth. Just kidding. Seriously though, where the f am I supposed to go? Alright, I think we are here. Alright, I had to go on Reddit to look up where the silo possibly is. I think they should have definitely marked the silo if the Explorer isn't going to help us find the silo. So, I'm an idiot. It was right here where we warped the first time. We are going in, as the cool kids say. After some great dialogue.
Not helping.
Great! Freezing cold water up to my butt crack!
We go through the silo. We move to this room where we can't progress. We have to mess with terminals to open the door. Then we fight some spooky robots. Okay, I think we are here. I think we made it. Alright, apparently the cutscenes aren't working.
Bridge looks totally safe.
I'm really digging this exposition. So, there's a force field. We have to figure out how to get through the force field. I'm gonna go for blowing the barrel up so we can just get through this before the game crashes again. What are you supposed to do here? It's not really clear where you're supposed to blow the barrel up, and I've been trying multiple different positions with the barrel and none of it is working. Okay, so I'm done. I don't know what you were supposed to do here, and I'm not going to finick around anymore with this buggy mod. So, this mod is good in concept. I thought Portland looked really cool. The vehicles were really interesting. There was a lot of cool cutscene stuff. There was a lot of cool stuff in this mod, and I actually enjoyed the beginning of this mod. This mod is so obviously unfinished though. A lot of the stuff does not work, and I think everything that happened around this mod greatly hindered the development process. So, I can't recommend playing this mod in 2022. Even looking past all the and controversial stuff involved with this mod, besides all the ridiculous stuff that happened with this mod and the development team, this mod was genuinely unplayable at times. There were too many instances where I didn't know where to go or what to do, and there is no way I'm playing the other campaigns. This one was painful enough. This mod is good in concept though, and it is sad that the development team went to shit. This is a prime example of people needing to be professional with their projects and not obsessing over weird sex. When you are at work or working on one of your projects, do you want to put work into the project and make the thing happen, or derail it with sexual degeneracy? This mod could have been good, but sexual degeneracy prevails. Oh well. This was kind of fun though. I enjoyed playing Fallout again for the first time in 14 years. I may do Fallout again one day. There's another mod I want to try out. I feel like I've had my fill though for a while after playing this mod, obviously. But yeah guys, hope you enjoyed. I've been kind of busy with stuff, but I am continuing the Friday. Make sure to stay tuned on Friday for the uploads. The Stalker Soup Joint Pack 2.1 video is still being worked on, and I hope to have it possibly done next week or the week after. If not, I will do something else in the interim. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was a good experience for everyone. I'm out.